Hey! Hey everyone! Welcome, welcome! We're back! We're back, we're back! Hi Sky, hi Faye, hi Dorian! Let me change the funny screen. Hello! Poof. Oh no. I'm just starting and I'm already reminded of last time. Oh no. Let's change the playlist at the correct time this time. Let's put it on this one. Might be funny. I think that kind of encapsulates the atmosphere here pretty well. So first thing first, I need to fix this. I think this is all I need. I'm not too sure. I might have enough already to fix everything. Might not be too big of a deal. I do believe this was like this. The back one might be an addition compared to before. We'll see. Yeah. Oh, true. True. That did blow up my gyro. Thankfully, I noticed it very early, because that could have been a big issue. What did I... to computer? Let me do this as well, that way I can see all of my inventories. And I don't have fuel. There we go. Let's I don't know why this one is weirdly crooked. Like this. Shouldn't be. All of the rest is like fully fixed. There we go. And there. Now we can actually turn and do all things again. I did have a few things in there. Oh, true! In the back it wasn't this, it was a cargo container. I remember now. I remember. Let's mark it the time I actually put the right thing in the right place. I'm also realizing I did rotate this incorrectly. While it's not the end of the world, it does make it look a lot more ugly. There we go. Now it's rotated correctly. And that's what I do remember putting in the back. There we go. In theory, I could still have that here, I think. Yeah, I can. Let me do the funny. Let me get all of that. Right now I'm repairing a ship I crashed last stream. A ship that is currently very, very necessary for my survival. And I'm taking the time to slightly upgrade it as well. And here, I'm thinking I can do this. And add 2 more side thrusters. There we go. I'm also realizing my entire chat is just flooded with like the returning chatter thing. So it is very bulky on my end. For some reason. I don't know why it's just fixated on putting returning chatter on top of everyone that chatted last stream. Like, if it were the first message, I'd understand. But it's like every single message has the returning chatter box around the message. So like it's extremely bulky and I can't see half of what is on my screen. Can I just refresh that? Maybe that'll fix it. No, I think it's still going here. It's still going on. Like you just sent a message. Like all of the previous messages don't have the box anymore, but like you just sent a message, Sky, and it has the box again. I don't know why it's just doing this. Let's try to finish looting what we couldn't loot the other day. And there we go. No. Everyone start making fun of Dorian now. You know what they say, scammer gets scammed. Hopefully I can extract all of that. Would be very nice for me. That's already full. Hmm. Alright. Can I put any more in this? This is filled to the brim. And this is as well. Alright, so I'll have to try to come back another time. We do have a full hour before this all despawns. So I think we should be okay. Actually, I can't believe I've never put the like my funny dessert playlist on stream before, because it really goes well with the fucking Mars atmosphere. Like it goes so well with the environment right now. Only difference is it's very cold here. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. If you consider 0 degrees to be hot, maybe you'll be right at home here on Mars. Surprisingly, we're doing very good so far. I'm saying surprisingly because the other stream I literally crashed like in the first few minutes, if I do recall. More iron. Let's make a second battery for our vehicle. I have a feeling that might be a good idea. And I have just the place to put it. Did this one actually get anything? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's good. Okay, so the last bit of things I need to unload is all of that. We're doing very good resource-wise right now. The only thing we actually lack is like platinum. And we already do have a location where to find it. It's more of a question of actually getting there and getting back. Because the only place we've found platinum so far is space. And no, I'm not going to crash immediately. I refuse. That's interesting. You can actually put an override on those. That is giving me ideas! The funny override thing is giving me ideas, because there are sensors in the game. I could try to make another craft. Although I don't know how practical it would be. There we go. So now, I do believe we've extracted pretty much all of the things I actually wanted. So now, at best, is just like scrapping what we can and leaving one less time. All of that is iron, so I do want that. Right now, to give an idea on what I want to scrap, it's all of the things that are rich in like many different types of components. I do believe there's still some limited space in there. There we go, filled to the absolute max capacity it can hold. That's already full. There isn't really much else I might want to come back for. Yeah, no. There's really not much else I might want here. I'm not exactly gutting a guy, even though that's kind of what I am doing. Last stream we eradicated our very aggressive neighbor that just happened to slightly coexist in a like 20 to 50 kilometer radius around me, and I was displeased with that. Well, to be fair, he was hostile, but only when I got close to him. But like, I still didn't really like the lack of courtesy, so we kind of blew his entire home to bits. And now we're kind of collecting the bits we kind of want to keep. It's not fucked, it's natural selection, that's a different thing. I want to see what you guys are talking about. Yeah, but I won't crash. I refuse to crash this stream. This stream will be the one stream where I will never crash. Now I have to live up to those words. Hmm. No, but I did become a slightly better pilot. Like, I did become a slightly better pilot. So maybe I can actually live up to those words. I have a chance. And there we go, it's empty. God damn, what I'm seeing in chat right now. Okay, so we have two possible things to do right now. We could try to finish the car. Or we could start trying to work on getting to space. Which one should I put priority on right now? Yeah, so that's one vote for space. That's two votes for space. That's three votes for space. Alright, I'm only seeing space right now, okay. Alright, so... I need to think how to actually get off this rock, because the thing is, this rock has like 90% of the Earth's gravity. Like game-wise, so it's not an easy task getting enough force to actually get out of it. Okay, let's take some plates first. And make this just at least in a way I can stand on it. Alright. I'm going to make this be small grid. That way it's going to be manageable on the resource cost. There we go. This is stuck to the ground, meaning I can build on a somewhat static plane. So my current thought right now would be, oh, we have an issue. The resource I need to go to space is the one I want to get from space. Uh-huh. I'm going to leave this here. That way I can actually make this as soon as I get the resource. I'm getting a possible idea. The thing that basically prevented me from getting the resources I needed was the fact that getting in and out of the atmosphere took too long, and my energy and oxygen ran out while I was still up there. I'm thinking I could make a drone that'll be stationary under the point where I need to actually get to space with my jetpack, waiting for me with all of the things I need that I didn't have last time. That way, that kind of go and return will be, how could I say, will be mitigated. Where was the platinum points anyway? Did we lose it? I don't see gold and I don't see platinum. Oh. Gold, platinum? Oh, yeah, I do remember what we did last time that kind of fucked us over. Last time I found that gold vein and I was persuaded that I saw a platinum vein with it, which I didn't, and the reason I thought that was because the platinum point was the same color as the like discovery points when you actually get like vein nearby. So I remember removing the platinum point and putting platinum over there. So we don't have our platinum point anymore. We gotta find a new vein. Well, guys, I think we might have to finish the car. We might need to finish the car because I might need the car to actually, like, get the platinum. Like, I might need the car as a survey vehicle. Well, I guess that's what happened when you're not, you know, too attentive, I guess. Hold on, I don't think I built this in the right orient. Yeah, I did actually. I can't believe you guys would be this mean to me. Everybody makes mistakes. Actually, I don't even need to destroy this. I'll use a neat little trick to have a large grid ore detector on the car. I'll use this connector. And on top of this connector, what I can do is I can rotate it that was already correctly placed. And have a large grid connector be built on top. It'll align itself. I can go in here, lock it, and now, despite the fact that you can't build a large grid on small grid, I technically just did that. Now I am noticing something, which is I need to put this connector on parking off. That way it won't actually detach when I just park. And I can put the lock on manual, and that way, boom! I've got a large grid block on top, despite the fact that you're not supposed to be able to do that. And what I can do here now is I can take an ore detector that is normally meant for large grid, and the reason I want a large grid ore detector is because it'll have a like 150 meter radius where it'll detect ores. Like the small grid ore detector is only 50 meters. So this is a huge boost in like detection. And now that I have this, I just need an antenna. And that car is going to look a bit bulky, and it's normal. Actually, yeah, I will need a actual antenna. And there we go. And now with this antenna, that means I can actually see what the ore detector actually senses while I'm out of the car. Because this is technically not the same grid, otherwise that actually wouldn't, I wouldn't even get anything, like without that. So now that I have this, let's do that. The rest I just want small plates. And see, the fun thing about this car is that technically is modular. So when I don't need that antenna, for example, I can just detach this, use like a crane, or like for example this ship, pick that right up, put it on the side in like storage, and use like another module. So like, for example, let's say this, I want to use the car for like ore detection, I can use this module. If I want to use it like for example for warfare, I can build a weapon module, put it right on top, and actually just use like a weapon on top. That's another really nice thing about this. And like, let's say for example the car breaks but not the module, I can just build another car and you reuse the same module on the other car. Let's say for example I want to use more cargo, I can build a literal like truck rear with like a large cargo on there and actually connect it. So this is going to be likely a pretty good vehicle for Mars. There is one slight issue with this design, which is it might be a bit easy to topple over. So I've got a slight idea for a fix. And that is to build a gyro with like override control on it. That way it'll make like rotating it a bit harder. And boom. Okay, it has 100% power. And I think I just fucked something over. Yeah, I didn't cause any big damage, but like I did destroy all of this. That is the one big problem with a car like this, which is I can't actually use third person effectively. Because this is considered like a different grid, the camera doesn't pass through. So like it's a bit harder to control. But I'll figure it out. There we go. All fixed. Plus, I think some people in chat right now can attest from experience then that I can drive anything but cars correctly. Like, cars is my one weakness. Okay, now I need a way to get off the platform and back on it without actually risking to just destroy everything due to terrain. And I've got the solution for that. And there we go, and now we actually, actually, I want to do a few things real quick, which is remove those, wheels. Because in the end they do end up being more detrimental than anything. There we go. And add, one thing. This. And I'm going to add the small grid version to my build planner. And this, which I'm also going to add to my build planner. New slight issue. If I remove this and put the tank here instead. Ah. Okay. So now we're turning this into a silly little game. I can remove those conveyors and those blocks. And I can actually fit this right here. So now we have our tank. Now I need to go there. And it's not going to be in those blocks. Conveyor converter. And I can put the conveyor converter right here. Alright, Cryptid. You go have a good night. And now, in theory, I should be able to place this right here. Actually, I rotated it incorrectly. Like this. And here. theory, they should all be connected. So let me take some ice from over there. I'm a genius. So if I do want to actually recharge my bottles, what I actually would need to do would be get here and access it through here. I can put my bottles in there, recharge them. And there we go. So what I essentially just did to explain is I made this vehicle compatible with long-term usage. There's the oxygen generator at the back that is linked to the oxygen tank right here, and it provides directly to the cockpit. So as long as I'm inside of the vehicle, I can actually breathe. Meaning it doesn't even matter anymore how long I'm like how far away or how long I go. Because as long as I have ice in there, I can breathe. Last thing I'd like would be for the oxygen energy incident to happen again. And now I'd like to just have 2 of those for comfort. And there we go, now I can actually see properly inside of it. Yeah, I did. I really did, didn't I? I think we should be good. I'd have to see to give him a connection port to recharge the batteries and all of that. Like one that isn't this one. I think I might have an idea for this actually. It'll also let me make it more like center heavy as well, which is always a nice thing. Where's my connector? Here. So inset connector, one on each side. That way it doesn't really matter like what side I decide to park my car in. And now I'd like to just do a few completion with these guys. Alright, so this side is complete. Alright, let's look at this side. Boom, boom. Alright, this entire side is completed again. There we go. Also, quick and fun announcement. I think I fixed the problem I had with vintage stories, so I might be able to create some more content on the game again. So I don't know if that'll be a return of like the playthrough I used to make on it, or if that'll be like streaming on it. Like I can finally make stuff on it again. It's not taking all of the space in my drives. So that might be fun. That might be a return on either the YouTube or Twitch channel, or maybe both. Yeah, I just basically looked at all of like the ways I could fix it today, and I actually found that it wasn't that big of a deal. Like the fix was actually fairly easy. It was just a fix in like the data path on the shortcut of the game. But now since it's actually finally fixed, that means I might be able to do stuff on it again. Hell yeah. I doubt the fact that I'll find a block. That's... maybe one of those, actually. That one is heavy armor. If I do find a block that actually matches the shape of all of this... What? I did! I did find the perfect block. Alright, now... it's a fun game of how do I rotate it to be the same on this side. There we go. Yeah, that's good by me. And I would say that vehicle is now finished. Well, it sure took its little bit of time, but glad to say it's actually done now. Let's just take enough to make a battery in case I do actually strand myself because of lack of energy. That would be a good idea. And I'm going to put it in that connector because it's extra storage. Alright. So right now we're trying to get all the way over there on those patches, because that's the likeliest place where we might actually find platinum and other interesting things. The big advantage of using a rover to do all detection is I'm right up to ground level, so most of the stuff I might not detect in like an airship will be detected with the rover. Also, alright, Sky, you go have a good night. I don't think I'll crash today. I've been doing good. And I designed this rover to be as like hard to crash as possible. So if I do actually crash with it, do give me like a slap, like I don't know, insult me or something. Because like I really made, like I designed this to be very, very hard to just topple over. I don't think that's an old patch I've visited yet with the rover. Okay, we've got gold. Still no platinum though. Theory it should detect platinum, but I'm noticing something. Okay, hold on. Ore detector. It is maximum range. So if there is platinum in here, I should detect it. I am seeing an ore patch over there. Cobalt, iron. Still no platinum. Feels like there's something, like just tumbling down. It's weird. Still no platinum. Tempted to go all the way up, but like I'm afraid this might be too slanted. I'm going to save and I'm going to try. I'm saving because I know there's a lot of chance for me to actually topple over if I climb this. Like, there's a chance that my vehicle might actually withstand this because of the gyroscope and all of that. But like, it's also very slanted and the terrain is very rugged. And there's also the fact that I do have to go up at an angle because of the power of the wheels. So like, being top heavy, this is not the best idea. But like, if I can get to the gold area, like the gold point I have on top, there's a chance that I might find platinum because I'm still holding up hope that I didn't hallucinate the platinum and it just disappeared because like my vehicle was too far or something like that. So with this being like literally at ground level and being better in terms of like reach for ore detection, there's a slight chance that I might find platinum. So far we're doing good. It's very slow, but we're doing good. Hold on, I'll be right back. I think my family, or rather my sister, forgot the dog. I am back. There we go. I know this is a bit slow, but we need to get there. We're almost at the top. What the hell is colliding like this? Ah, my back. My back end is actually low enough to actually touch the ground. I might need to replace the wheels at some point with something a slight bit bigger. And we're at the top. That took long enough. Alright. Gold, silver. Only gold and silver. There's another ore patch over there. Oh! Oh! No! Oh no! Well, that is going to be back on the old save. That literally destroyed the one part of it that I could not destroy. I could not afford to have destroyed. I can't believe this. I can't believe you won this. I'm noticing a little bit of a problem here. It would appear that my save happened as I was climbing. It auto-saved as I was climbing, so I gotta find a way to get down without this happening again. Actually, I might have an idea. I might have an idea. I have a possible idea. I think it could work. Let's go pick up our good friend the drone and go back over there. I don't know. I don't know if it'll be powerful enough to lift it, but if it is, we've got our current, solution. Yeah, when you look at how slanted this is, like, it didn't look like it earlier, but that is how slanted my current car was when I was climbing up. That is actually a miracle I didn't actually topple over sooner. So here's the plan. And okay, I am noticing one little thing. I need to access this and put the gyro back on no override, because I couldn't rotate anything. There we go. And there we go. I saved my car. I really like the fact this is that powerful, where it can just tractor, like, up a full car with module attached. And poof. And now we can go back to the car. No, you will be bored by my success. I will bore you with my eternal success. This stream will only go well, and you will have to endure it. It'll all go according to plan. As it always does with the puff. Well... that's pretty funny, isn't it? I forgot to put the override control correctly. So the car has been put back correctly. Alright, so I will... Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the car. I'm going to come back with the car, put it back on the base, or at least close to it. And I'll go back with the drone to rescue the module. Technically, yes, we are at 2 crashes because we had the like we had the first car crash, which happened because of the terrain, and this one because I forgot to put the gyro back on. I don't know how much we've got so far, so I'm going to put 5 to account for last stream. I think that's the most accurate number so far. We'll start keeping track of it now. So now I can go here. I need radio components. There we go, now we have everything. Ow. Let's go back in our trusty drone. I don't exactly recall where I left the module. In theory, I should see it soon enough. Ah, there we go. I think I see it. Is that it? No. These are rocks. I think we've lost the module. Oh, what is this? Silver. Should have put a point on it. Well, I'm not finding it back for as much as I would have liked to actually have the entire thing back already built. I guess that means I gotta build another one. Oh, no. It is literally like vehicle crashes. It is my fails. It is essentially self-insulting as a demand of chat. Alright, so I gotta build the module back. And that was a good part of the base just getting blown because of the most minor impact I've ever seen. That was funny. To quickly explain what happened here, this entire base is essentially made out of paper right now. Like, the entire base itself is made out of paper. Well, that's the thing. I completely lost it, so even if I go without my jetpack, I won't find it any better than if I went with my ship. Alright, while I'm repairing this, I'd like for those to actually produce again. Let's try to make this at least a slight bit more, how could I say, suitable in terms of shape. Ah. And no, I don't know what left is. I only know my cardinal directions by heart. Thing is, we're on Mars, so kind of lost here. Like, there ain't no magnetic field, my brain cannot withstand this information. No such thing. Blasphemy is what it is. I ain't no bird. I ain't no fucking bird. I am no bird. No. Remove that. Remove that from your vocabulary right now. That is a false word. It does not exist. Birds do not exist. They're an invention of the government. Well, that's a good thing. I literally don't really use Twitter. The only times I go on Twitter is just to announce streaming. I ain't no birds. And if, like, using Twitter this much makes me a bird, then it makes Dorian a bird as well. And we'll go say that to the Foxboy as well. God damn, that is a sunrise. Faye, respectfully, you are so incredibly behind right now. Oh no, Dorian just said that. I said something about knowing cardinal direction as well. I was like, god damn. No, I'm no bird. I'm no bird. You are. You are the bird, little bird boy. I'm no bird. I don't sing. I've never sung in my entire life. I'm no bird. Okay, I think if I don't find platinum in that next one, I might need to actually try to make the drone idea I had. And go to space in my jetpack anyway. Hmm. Alright, well, I've given the surface a pretty good shot, I believe. Alright, I need a connector on the base to recharge the batteries of the vehicle. Yeah, that's what I was kind of starting to think. Because like I did remember seeing platinum somewhere on my space star when I was on the moon. So my brain just globalized it on like any, you know, thing like that. But yeah. Like that started being my conclusion. This is why I'm saying we need to actually make that drone and start exploring at least the first set of asteroid we can. Okay, I'm noticing a slight issue, which is I might need to put this on a piston, actually. That in theory should fix the problem with like connecting the car to the base. Hopefully this doesn't get clanged. So now I can just put the car right where it needs to be. I rotated this a bit poorly, so it is going to be slightly tedious. I think I got a good angle here. Alright, I'm already noticing the problem here. This one is like one block too high. I'll have to find another way to fix this issue. I was hoping for it to be more or less leveled. I'll need to find another way. Well, I guess in the meantime, this can suffice, but like that's problematic because I can't recharge the batteries yet. Well, Michael, that's kind of the problem here. That's kind of the problem here. Like, the thing is, if I make it small grid, I can't put small grid on large grid. And that kind of creates another problem, which is I need to find a way to then connect the small grid thing to the large grid, so we go back to the base problem. By the way, this makes me even more hyped about the announcement we keep on getting about Space Engineer 2. Because in Space Engineer 2, like, they've already shown what the new engine is going to be able to do. Not only is it going to have, like, liquid simulation, like real-time liquid simulation capabilities, meaning stuff like water and like using water to produce energy in like dams and stuff like that is going to be possible. The other thing they've shown us that is going to be very, very interesting is the fact apparently they found a way to merge both large and small grid and even smaller grids in the same like build space. So like you can actually toy with using large grid block and small grid blocks in the same build without having to use like connector tricks and stuff like that. And that is going to be amazing. Well, that's kind of the thing. While this one is good, it's really got a shit battery life, so if I leave it be stationary in the atmosphere, it's going to run out of energy. This is specifically a like planet mining ship, so I can't take it in space. Both of the ships I do have right now use atmospheric thrusters, meaning those use basically the traction of air and turbines. They don't use any like fuel to function. The problem with that is while they're extremely good inside of atmosphere in planets, they can't perform outside of atmosphere, so they don't fly or do anything in space. So I do need to build another drone that will have a good enough battery life and will be able to stay stationary high enough. Let's already start working on that, actually. Let's log this, that way we're good. No, because like that, while I want that drone to be able to stay stationary, I do still want to move it and stuff like that, so I need to at least be, like, it needs to be flexible enough to actually be a vehicle I can use. Because, like, it's going to be stationary while I'm out of it. It's not going to be fully stationary because I still need to move it from location to location if I want to explore the asteroids. Well, we'll see. I already know how I want to build it to be, like, at least a bit more efficient than, like, some of my other ships. It's not going to look the best, but I guess maybe I can try to make it look somewhat like an asteroid. Not making any promise, though. So one here, one here. Uh, one facing that way. And one facing that way. All right, Sky. Have a nice night. Ooh, I almost crashed into my base here. So I think I could have one here and one here. And now thinking about how to do this. actually, I'm realizing something. This and that I want scrapped, because that way I can go in here, make 2 of those. Nice, Michael. Boom. Boom. Oh. That almost was a crush. Michael is about to be very, very happy right now. I'm doing the very thing you asked me to do. I'm not done yet, and I'm realizing I might need to lower down the connector at some point. Because I haven't fit everything I need to fit on there. No energy. Mm. So there we go. Oh. $15 and $3.35. There we go. Is that why it's acting weird? Huh. I think I see the issue. No, I actually don't. Ah, okay. There we go. I think I've set a proper limit now. My brain wasn't braining here. There we go. So now I can reset all of that. Let's just separate that way. Oh. And my dampeners aren't working well enough. That's odd. I'll name them 1 and 2. There's not going to be much of a way to do otherwise. So right. I'll try to put camera 2. Always aim at the sun. Seems to be working. No, it is not. Okay, so camera 1 might be correct. Yeah. Camera 1 is right, and camera 2 is left. And there we go. Now those two will try their best to actually aim at the sun always. Which also mean when it's docked, it actually does act as a small solar array as well. And that also extends the battery life a bit. Alright, so now... let's go add the 2 small thrusters I need to add. Would that be... Now, I don't know why it decides to just not... The dampeners don't want to work correctly. I might have a few ideas for a fix. let's add 4 more small thrusters. Those will only be facing downward. I got the perfect location for them as well. How is that looking now? Why does it do that? I'm asking the question, but I already know why it's doing that. And that sucks. That sucks because that means I might have to remove the solar panels. Well, maybe I don't have to remove the solar panels, but at least I do need to remove the aiming system for them. Like, the reason why it's doing this, to my knowledge, to like what I do see, is likely because of the fact that it actually has like subgrids, and I'm gonna die. Or not. It has like subgrids on it, and those subgrids actually don't really count in the ship's calculation to like just stay stable. So if those subgrids basically have too much of an effect on the ship, they can actually prevent the dampeners from working fully and actually just basically make the ship go downwards. What else is it that I needed to actually add? I needed a oxygen tank and oxygen producer. O2 tank. Generator. Let's get both of those. I also need a gyroscope. I need to stop forgetting about the gyroscope. There we go. I don't really have much of a better place to put it. Alright, let's take off. First, we'll remove this. Second, we place this here. Third, we construct it. Then we put this here. Then I can place the connector again. And maybe, yes, I can place the gyro right here. sadly, it is still going downward. At least now I do have more room to actually add upon it. One of the first thing I'd like to add is a lot more thrusters. I'd like to see how that looks on a small grid. Interesting. I'm gonna build 4 of those. If it does decide to work in stabilizing the dampeners, that'll be wonderful. If it doesn't, I'll have to make No, I only have 1 gyro. But like, yeah, if that doesn't work to actually stabilize the dampening of the fall, fully, that means I'll have to actually remove the turret controller and the aiming system for the solar panels. Right, let's try. There is some level of hope right now. Nickel, I might be able to save the solar panels. Okay, let's move that. Here. Ugh, almost got clanged. Okay, let's do some small preparation. First off, I'm gonna add a very small, very inefficient thruster on the end of the solar panels. And second, I'm gonna add another layer of those right here. This sounds and looks stupid, but it might be stupid enough to work. Okay, so Clang does not like my idea. I am not going to put this on the end. Yeah, that was Clang manifesting himself to me. It happens sometimes. All right. Let's take some ice. Let's also do the thing I did on my personal world and make wrong one. Correct one. Let's make another hydrogen bottle. That way I can fly for a lot longer. And there we go. So now we have oxygen inside of it, and in theory, it comes to a full stop. Alright, so we do have our little drone thing. I'd like to make a battery group. Enable auto. And recharge on. There we go. And I'll put those on recharge for some time. And once it's full on electricity, I'll be able to actually fly as high as I can. Yeah, I'm just built different. I'm just built different. Don't worry too much about it. I'm just kind of like that. Ah, so those are the thing that's been fuming on my ship the entire time. I keep wondering where that smoke came from. Is that all of it? Yeah, I think it was all of it. Alright. Is the battery charged? Oh, yes, it is. It tipped over. It is so incredibly easy to tip over. I don't understand why it's that easy. Well, I'd say kind of and kind of not as well. Like, kind of, because technically I did, like, crash, but it didn't break anything, not to my knowledge. So it depends on what you want to, it depends on what you guys want to call a crash or not. With the stone inside it makes it too heavy. Okay, let's start emptying the stone manually. That kind of sucks. Alright, that's all of the stone removed from it. I'd be able to, oh man. Well, nothing exploded, it did damage a few parts, which are the one parts I actually want to keep intact if I want to go back on top. It's fine, nothing irrecuperable. Alright, now it might be... I might be able to tractor it the way I'm supposed to. Alright, is it hovering? No. The only way I have to see if I'm good is to basically, like, remove it. Alright. Alright, we're good. I need a better mining shit. My god. Whoops. Like, the thing about this mining ship is it's not bad, but the design is more accustomed to space than like planetary mining. Well, this bum didn't even break anything, so I don't know if I'd even, you know, say anything about this one. Alright, this is ready. Poof. Poof. And poof. To space we go. Alright, all thrusters are already starting to lose efficiency. How bad is it already? So the dampeners still work. Yeah, and you can already see, like, all of the thrusters are starting to severely lack, well, any kind of ability. Yeah, as you can see, like, I can actually barely move up. So, I'd say this is a good place. I'm a bit annoyed by the fact that I didn't actually pick a, I didn't put an antenna on this. So I'm gonna put that point called Station Temp. And let's pray the dampeners actually work correctly and fix this in place. The panels vibrating is normal. That's because they're technically subgrids, so they have their own physics calculation. And there's also the fact that technically if you build something like this and use it like this, it would kind of do the same in real life when it comes to physics. Like, the fun part about Clang is, while it has a lot of very, very illogical moments that make absolutely no sense, a lot of the, like, clanky behaviors in Space Engineer is kind of accurate in a way. Like, let's say you make a lot of, like, a very long structure with, like, a few things that, you know, have their own physics calculation, like a few wiggle points. It'll start vibrating a lot. And that's very normal. If you do that in real life, if you make an object extremely long, it will start to vibrate, because metal is not like this very, very solid thing. where like, you know, you can just have a long thing and it'll just keep that hard look, if that makes sense. And as a matter of fact, that actually was a problem in like if you like there was an engineering problem when it came to space, because if you want to make something go to space nowadays, you need essentially a very long shaft that's able to store a lot of fuel to combust and actually go up. But the problem is, if you want the fuel to stay in there, you can't make the outside very, very thick. So like early designs of rockets that were actually kind of big would wiggle a bit. Like that's why when you look at a rocket now and you look at like the plans, like the schematic for it, it looks more like a full-on building than a vehicle. So right now what we're essentially praying for is for the station not to fall down while I'm up there. Because that would be pretty bad. Alright, let's pray that we find platinum soon, quickly enough. Because like that's the last thing we need to actually make a vehicle that is capable of going into space. And when I say that's the last requirement, I'm not joking, that literally is the last requirement we have. Alright, no actually interesting stuff on here. Let's go over to that one. And I'm going to say, you know what, Dorian? Actually, do pray that I find platinum, because imagine the amount of crashes and the size of the crashes I'll be able to do once I'm in space. This is my argument to sell you on it. I feel like I've already seen this asteroid before. And I'm gonna be honest, that looks a lot like the one I actually saw the platinum on. So let's pray that it's actually the same. It really looks like it. It really looks like it. Really looks like it. It really looks like it! Yeah! First thing. I am marking this one. Alright. We don't extend our luck too much, we get out of here right now. I've disabled anything that could make me spend too much electricity. So hopefully I can actually manage. I know, but hopefully that'll be, you know, low enough to at least either make me die, you know, low enough on the planet to actually recover everything and not have my entire stuff disappear. Or low enough to at least last until we get to the station I put like in the sky. Just know that we're halfway to the station. I started out was at 30 and we're already halfway there. I'm going to survive this. I'm going to live just to spite Dorian. What is it that I see here? It has been waiting for me. Oh, look at me. I can breathe. I can breathe and I can live and I can recharge. Platinum, my beloved. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I'm producing thruster comps. I am producing thruster comps finally. I've got a little bit of platinum. Now, I don't want to celebrate this too quickly because I do need to go earlier today than the other days. I've got something I just learned about today, tomorrow. That's also the reason why the stream started like a full hour earlier than usual. No, I refuse. I will not immediately die. I really like my platinum. No, but yeah, I'll, like, in short, I'll need to wake up tomorrow. I've got an appointment that, like, is basically required of me. And I just learned about it today, so, that wasn't even in my plans, until, like, this evening. So, yeah, I'll need to basically go to bed, like, very, very soon. So, I think the platinum to end the stream is a very, very nice, nice thing. Like, we've actually accomplished quite a bit today. We've managed to like, make the car work. We've made a whole new transport vehicle, which, by the way, this I likely am going to reuse. Either to go in space by adding the actual ion thrusters on it, or I'm going to reuse as just a transport vehicle because it is very powerful. Like, it is very powerful, and it has like a actually pretty decent cargo size. Like, it would have taken me essentially just 3 trips to load the entire thing over there, whereas it took me like 9 with this one. So I'm likely going to reuse this. This is a very, very good vehicle for resource transportation. Meaning this will be completely repurposed into a rescue vehicle and fighting vehicle. So, we've accomplished quite a bit today. I'm quite happy with where we are actually living tonight. The next stream is going to be me going to space for the first time with an actual vehicle, likely. And possibly starting to make plan on more long-term projects on this save. Like, right now I have my personal save. I'm already making pretty nice stuff on it. I'm working on making like a full-on drilling rig. I might do similar things on here. Not in that exact location, because that exact location is not very good. Like, it's not flat at all. So the only type of drill I could put would be one pointing downward, which I guess might... we'll have to consider this. But like, yeah, I'll start making plans for a possible drilling rig to get like a lot more resources. Make plans to get better ways of making electricity as well. Like, a lot of stuff coming our way. And it'll all be explored next stream. So, yeah. We finally opened the Pandora's box with the platinum, and we can finally do a lot more. So, with all of this, this is where I'm going to leave you all. If you enjoyed the stream, you can go check out my Discord and other socials that are all listed on my main page on Twitch. Like, the Discord is a place where you can interact with the community. I also put some schematics for Minecraft, and I might actually start to find ways to take schematics of what I do in Space Engineer, and I might put them on here as well. So that means you might be able to download my vehicles and contraptions from Space Engineer as well. I also do have a Twitter where you can go look at like when I actually start streams, when I make plans for videos. I usually post like stuff on there. And on this, I will say bye-bye and see you possibly next time.